Good morning, everyone. AJ Sales and Marketing Manager, Grant Cardone's office. Hope you are having a wonderful start to your Tuesday. We made it through Monday, onto Tuesday, and wanted to touch on one major thing. We go over this, guys, constantly, okay? Because you can never, ever get enough, and you can never forget it. And it's the number one sales secret. That's follow-up. Okay, I might talk a little fast this morning because the espresso has hit the veins, and and I'm feeling it right now. Follow up, guys. It's the number one sales secret. I want to share some stats with you guys. I know I've shared this before, but since then I've gotten a lot of new connections. So if you guys are new to my page and some of my videos and the content that I'm putting out, 2% of all sales are made on the first call or the first meeting. Okay, so if you guys think that you are gonna one call close every single time, you're highly mistaken, okay? Only 2% of deals are closed on the first call or the first meeting. 48% of salespeople never follow up after the initial contact. That's almost 50%, guys. 48% of salespeople never follow up after the initial contact. 80% of sales are made between the 5th and the 12th contact. So what does that mean? You got to follow up. You got to constantly follow up. We took a survey of managers and we asked them, hey, how come your salespeople don't follow up enough, or they don't follow up at all, basically? And their reasoning was, my people are lazy. They just don't want to do it. We surveyed salespeople and we said, how come you don't follow up? And they said, it's not that I'm lazy. After the first, second, third call, email, voicemail, I just don't know what to say. So what did that indicate to us? It indicated that the data was wrong, okay? So they don't have the knowledge, they don't have the data to follow up effectively. It's something we call here VAFU, okay? Value added follow-up. How are you adding value to that relationship every single time you follow up? Majority of people that we talk to, they say, you know, our process is after the first meeting or the first call presentation, we follow up, 3 days later, and then a week later, and then 2 weeks later. It's an email, voicemail, combination of both, and then 30 days later, and then after that, we assume that it's dead in the water. We don't follow up after that, okay? Guys, we have clients, we have prospects that we've been following up with for 2.5, 3 years, 4 years, okay? It's about building the pipeline. How are you building that relationship? Okay, every single relationship does not turn into marriage after the first date. You guys can relate follow-up to every single aspect of your life, okay? You wanna go out with the girl, you need to follow up, okay? You got to follow up. You got to follow up in every single aspect of your life. So it's not just career, it's not just sales, right? You want to build your business, and it really doesn't even matter what industry you're in. Real estate agent, you need to follow up. You want to earn the business, you need to follow up. Doctor, I had a doctor, guys, when I lived in New York. My doctor texted me the next day after the visit, and she was like, hey, I want to check in and see how you're doing. How's the medication working? How are you feeling? Do you guys think that I switched doctors after that? How many doctors do that? Every single industry, furniture. We work with a lot of furniture stores, guys. Customer comes in, looks around, ends up not buying anything or ends up buying something. Do you guys follow up? Do you call them after and say, hey, thank you so much for coming into the store yesterday? I just wanted to follow up and see, how are you enjoying your new furniture? Do you know of anyone else that I can reach out to and introduce myself? I'm building my book of business, okay? When was the last time your salesperson followed up with you when you were in a store after the fact? Whether you bought something or you didn't buy something. So follow up is in every single industry, guys. Every single industry. Don't think that it's just particular to one specific industry. You need to constantly follow up, and you need to have the tools to follow up effectively. If you think that just by leaving a voicemail that might not get checked, sending an email that might go to spam, still might not get checked. And especially if you're dealing with a decision maker, they're busy. I know you think that they're thinking about you. They're not thinking about you, okay? They're not thinking about you. They're busy. They're running organizations. They're running meetings. If they're corporate training directors, they are moving from one location to another. They're doing onboarding for new hires. You are probably the last person that they are thinking about. And if they are a decision maker, how many voicemails do you think that they get? Their box is probably full. They're so busy they don't even have time to check their voicemails. Same with emails. They get over 100 emails a day. How many of them do you think that they check? You think that they go through their emails and they see yours and they're like, oh, let me open this one up? What are the odds of that? How are you following up effectively? How are you adding value? How are you grabbing their attention, building on that relationship, right, guys? We work with a lot of companies. I mean, I have salespeople within organizations that reach out to me, especially on LinkedIn. Find my contact info, call me up. AJ, can you please reach out to our corporate training director or our VP of sales and get Cardone University in here? Salespeople within the organizations, regional managers contacting us, okay? We reach up to the C-level executives. No, we're not interested. We already have something in place. Great. I know you already have something in place. Your organization has been around for over 50 years. You guys are in the top 3 of your industry. But the fact is, your people are asking for this. They're investing in themselves, buying books and audios. This is what I want to show you. This is how we can take you guys to the next level. Do you have 10 minutes for me? And then it's follow-up after that, right? Building the value. What are you bringing to the table? What problem are you solving? Take this, be great, and I'll bring more for you guys later on.